I was just kind of sitting here reflecting over my day. Have you ever had one of those days? What does that even mean? We always look at it as one of those days, like it was terrible. But I've had one of those days that just takes you back a little bit and makes you stop and think and be thankful. Like this morning, and it could have ruined my day. We think of things, it's perspective. I tell you what, I took off for work. I called my friend and we're talking and I pull out on the highway and the car just dies. I just lose all power. And I've had trouble with this car. This is like the third transmission in this car. And I just instantly, I was like, oh, help me, Jesus. And I told him, I said, hey, my car, it just quit me. And I'm in this corner. This corner is labeled Dead Man's Corner because there's so many accidents on it. And it's a blind corner. I mean, they're coming. He said, get out, get out. I'm like, well, I can't just get out, get out. So I get out of the car and get to the other side of the road immediately, and with my phone with me, and so that I could direct traffic away from it, because that was my first thought. They're going to come around this corner. I'm on the inside of this corner. They're not going to see me. It's blind, and they're just going to smack me. So here I am thinking, I don't even know what to do. So I'm like just instantly trying to direct the traffic away from the car, and I've had the hazards on, stuff like that, but things like that. And it wasn't too long. I mean, it was like right immediate. This guy hauling hay, this local guy stops, and an older gentleman. And I was like, that is so kind. People don't always show kindness anymore. People are afraid to stop. And it doesn't matter if you're a woman. I mean, there could be two big old guys pulling out, coming out of the weeds behind me if you stop for a woman. I mean, there's all kinds of evil in the world. This good old boy stops. And he's helping me direct traffic from that side. And I'm directing traffic from this side. And it was only a couple vehicles in. And here's this big old tanker truck. And he goes, I don't know. He can't get around, And I talked to the guy, the driver, and he said, oh, I can get around. I was like, okay. So we're just watching traffic, and I had called 911. I had, let the sheriff's office know that I was creating a emergency in a corner and had traffic, blocking and all this. And then somewhere in there, I called my nephew who drives a wrecker, and so I was like, and he came to help me, and he was on the way. And then I'm just trying to think of all this, of what's just trying to solve this situation, because my car, it's the transmission, but it's got all this computer nonsense on it that it shuts the whole system down. Won't run, won't start, won't nothing when it gets this glitch. So, and I knew that because it had done it before on the last transmission that I had. These are not a good model. But anyway, so yeah, just steer clear of the 2015 Jeep Renegade. Bad transmission. Some of the Cherokees have it too. It's just a bad year model. So anyway, there was some glitches there. But anyway, so then everything works out, and I had called work, and they were gracious and kind about that. And this is not a little thing, like I had to shut the office down because I couldn't get there to open it up, But I know that doesn't go over well. But with any business, that's not okay. But I couldn't. There was nothing else I could do. I was the only staff on hand. So, and I was down. So anyway, all these things that have happened, and I'm looking through all of these things, and the timing was perfect. And the deputy or first responder guy that showed up, he did help me get it out of the highway, and by pushing it, and we got it into neutral this time. And he was able to get me off the highway and into the driveway. But the way that things happened, I can't help but give glory to God. I didn't get hit in that corner, and it could have been deadly for me or the person hitting me, because they would have been going, full speed in the corner, wouldn't have known anything was there, and then come around and bam. So, I mean, that happened. It could have happened immediately. The wisdom of my good, cherished friend, get out, and then my nephew for being available to get it towed. Even though we got it out of the highway, he got it back up to, back home for me. And then my amazing friend who happened to have the day off. Well, see, I don't count these things as coincidence. I count these things as God, his timing, and his provision. So I was able to go in this one day. I did go to work, get them enough done that they could set up for what needed to happen today. And then I went and bought a new car. So, a new truck actually. But I'm like, only through God does the timing work like this. And he told me on the way up, and I was like, I'm so unprepared. I don't want to just go in and look for a car. And what if I don't like what he said? You'll know when you see it. You'll know when you see it. The perfect car will stand out. And I was like, okay, okay. And this is a faith trip, that the perfect car will be there, that I will be offered financing for it, that I'll have enough of a down payment for it, that I can afford the payments. I mean, all the things, and that I'll love it. You don't want to spend that kind of money on something you're not going to love just to have transportation in something that you dislike. That's not really okay. I don't want to spend money frivolously on anything. And, I didn't really want to spend extra money, and then it worked out on the other car. They're just taking me out of that car. So that burden is lifted from me because it was so faulty. So things are good. And at the end of the day, no matter what happens, always know this: it's still a good day. There's an old song that says, count your blessings, name them one by one. Let everything that hath breath praise ye the Lord. He's a good, good Father.